Yo.
Hello, America. This is Grill Master 983. Grill Master 983. I did a video a few days ago. It was a part 1 and part 2. And my part 2 got away from me some kind of way. It got in cyberspace. I never was able, and I sent it. I never was able to retrieve it. I sent the part 2. I did not name it part 2, but it was the second half, actually the conclusion of that particular cook that I was doing. And what I was doing is cream of mushroom and celery chicken in a pressure cooker. And so I want to go over a few things about pressure cooker as well as the meal that I've done. But since I've already have prepared the meal and it's gone, that's already gone. It's gone and said and done with. So I'm just going to kind of demonstrate as to what I've done to get it to the point. And the other video is already on my page, and it's addressed as cream of mushroom and celery chicken. That's the name of it. So let's roll with this thing. First of all, what I normally, this is what I do. I take my chicken, okay, and I brown my chicken in a separate skillet. Okay, let me just set this right here. I've already kind of preheated my oven already. I'll take 2 cups of water, transfer it over to my pressure cooker, which I've already done. It's already in here. Okay. I already put the 2. And also, in the meantime, in between time, I will begin to brown my chicken in the skillet all by itself so I can give it color. Some people don't add anything. Some people just go right head on with it, throw it in there raw, and when it's done, it will be tender and cooked, but it's still going to look raw. It's going to look pink. So I want to add a little color. So what I do is add a little color while I'm browning my chicken and getting my pressure cooker hot and ready. But normally my pressure cooker will be on a simmer. Let me cut it down simmer before it starts a boil process too quick. I brown my chicken in here. First I season it. These are some of the seasons. You can use any season that you want. I'm always going to have garlic powder, onion powder, and some type of seasoned salt. And I love Uncle Chris. Uncle Chris is a gourmet steak season. It's a very, very good season. It already has like salt and pepper. It's got good season. These are the things that I use in the process of me seasoning up my stuff. But you can use any type of season you like. The sky is just open wide. So after I season my stuff, put me a little oil in the pan. Go ahead and start browning it. I will cut my pressure cooker on a sort of low fire. Put it on a low fire, and as my chicken brown on both sides as it brown, then I transfer my chicken over, put it into the pressure cooker. But before I do that, remember I told you about the 2 cups of water that I have. I put the 2 cups of water in the pressure cooker. I will take 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. 1 can of, it doesn't matter what brand, doesn't matter about that, because they both is really, really salty. So be careful on when you season on the seasoning salt. Kind of back off, because this is going to give it a lot of flavor out by itself. And also cream of celery soup. I open that up, and I'm going to transfer that and pour it all in here with this water content while my chicken is browning. After my chicken browns, then I'm going to start souping it up, mixing the cream of mushroom and the cream of celery soup so it can all have a very, very good concentration along with the water. It'll be mixed up real good for a nice gravy. Now, once it starts to brown, once my chicken brown on both sides, then I transfer it over from there to here, okay, and start letting it start simmering. It hadn't gotten to the heat process. Let it start simmering. These are some of the fresh herbs that I use. Onion. Fresh onion, fresh garlic, celery, bell pepper. These pieces I cut in large pieces when I put it in there. cut them in large sections. These normally about 1 inch or 2 inch, and not too many of celery. Or I can cut a whole bunch of little small celery, because remember now, this what I'm cooking is a mushroom celery. Okay, celery. So celery already comes with a power pack flavor already. Go on and put that in where it's simmering. Once all my chicken has browned and it's been transferred over here, then I will begin to cut my fire up. I'm going to cut my fire up on extremely high on my pressure cooker. Now, this is one thing you need to know. This is something that I do. A lot of people do not recommend this. I recommend that your gasket is clean, first of all. The gasket is clean. And don't be afraid of a pressure cooker. This is why I'm giving you this lesson right now on this pressure cooker. Don't be afraid of the pressure cooker of today is nothing like the old pressure cooker back in the days that actually exploded and done crazy stuff. You're going to do that. Oil around the inside rim where this gasket is going to go. Okay. Make sure it fits inside really well. Okay. Then after that, after I've already added my 2 cups of water, I've added my mushroom stuff, I've mixed that all up real good, I've transferred my chicken over to here. Then I'm going to I got the water and all my content, everything is in here. Then I'm going to transfer all the things that I cut. You cut this up in large pieces. You cut all this stuff in large pieces. Large pieces. And set it right on top of the chicken that's in there. Then you're going to come here lock it in place. Now, if you were looking here, you're going to see a little red dot. That little red dot jumps up this way. Once it does that, that lets you know that you cannot remove this. Once it goes up, here's your jiggler. Now there it is. You see the little red thing? Now, it's gonna go up the temperature. You got your protection valve. You got all types of different types of pressure valves on this stuff. The pressure cooker. Your pressure cooker is gonna get hot, and this little jigger right here is gonna start spinning around like crazy. Okay. Some people says soon as the jigger starts jiggling around, that's when they time it. I don't do that. I time my pressure cooker when I have it regulated and under control. Then that's when I time however minutes I'm gonna do it. Now, on this chicken, just for rule of thumb, one thing that I said in my other video that I noticed, I said 20 minutes. I will say 12 to 15 minutes tops for this chicken. And on top of that, I'm gonna tell you how powerful a pressure cooker is. It was 10 pounds of chicken that I did, leg quarters. 10 pounds of leg quarters. I timed it for 20 minutes. Now it's about to react. The jiggle's about to react. I timed it for 20 minutes, and it would fall off the bone, fall off the bone, to the bone itself was very, very tender. Now you're gonna start seeing the jiggle's gonna start jiggling around, and as it does that, then I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna put it on about 6. This is on an electric stove. I'm going to put it on about 6 to calm it down. See, if you time it now, you have no control over your pressure cooker because it's going crazy. That means it's already way too hot. You need to calm it down so that some of them jiggle and some of them just spin. Mine spins around, but it does jiggle a little bit. When I got it fully under control, when it slowed down immensely, then that's when I time. I say, well, that's my 12 minutes now that I got it under control. Now it's calming down now. You will see in a minute. It will calm down. As you see, it's slowing down. On my stove, and learn your stove and learn your pressure cooker as well. I know 6 works excellent for my stove. It works excellent. First I cut it up to 9 or 10, extremely hot, as high as it'll go, so it can go crazy. Then I calm it down and knock it down to about 6. That will calm it down to like this. And you will see it's going to start doing what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to spin around a little bit and stop. Spin around a little bit, spin around, and then stop. Because as it gets hot, and pressure builds up, it's supposed to let that pressure out. So that's why it's starting to spin. And once it's letting that pressure out, then it'll stop again and relax. Until it builds up again, and then it'll either jiggle, some jiggle, and some spin. And you will see this will start to slow. It's slowing down immensely. It's going to slow down some more to the degree that it's going to come to a complete stop. Then it's going to, like right now, this would be a real good time to say, well, I'm going to go ahead and time it now, because I kind of now got a control over it. Then I will time it, 10 minutes, or however long that I desire to cook my food. On this situation, I say 12 to 15 minutes tops on this chicken. It will be very, very tender. It will be already brown. Some people put their stuff in raw. Then after it's cooked, then they put it on broil on 500-600 degrees and stick it in the oven to get that brown. I say 983 says, if you want your house to be kind of cool and you don't want the oven going and the stove going all at the same time, go ahead and brown your stuff. Take your 15 minutes time out at the beginning. Do it in a separate situation, and then transfer it over. So when your pressure cooker is totally done cooked, that's it. No more oven. You're done. You just have to wait until it cools down. It's 2 or 3 ways you can do the cool down process. One of the ways you can do is you just turn the fire off and move it off onto a cool fire and just let it cool itself down. It takes longer to do that. It still be cooking inside, but cooling down, but cooking inside. Secondly, if you don't have time for all of that, then once you turn it off, just transfer it over and put cold water and run cold water on the top until this little valve right here, to that little pointer right there, is that little pointer right there going to say whoop. Once it goes in like that, it lets you know that it lets you know that the pressure in the pot is cool enough for you to remove the top. So I'll be back with you in just a very, very short break. Be right back with you. All right, America, we're back. Now that you see how the pressure cooker, you see how slow it is. Now it's going to come to a point that it's probably going to come to a complete stop. And as it builds up pressure, it's going to start jiggling again and start spinning again. And this is the speed and the rate that you want your pressure cooker to be. Either spinning very, very slow or not spinning at all. And then as it builds up pressure, it will start to spin again. A little bit, it'll start going around. And then it may stop again after to let the pressure off enough for it to cook. And then it'll build back up and spin around. So it's doing everything like it's supposed to. And that's a good rate. If it don't completely stop and start jiggling, with it that rate like that, that's a good speed for it. Very, very, very slow like this. And that way you know that your fire is not, if your cook is not out of control, but it's right on time. And so I'm trying to see if I can get to a point to where you see where it completely stops. And then you'll see it'll build itself back up again. It's almost about there. And at the same time, you're still timing yourself for that 12 minutes. As you start getting really, really, really slow, and then as you start getting really, really, really slow, then you go ahead and time it at that point. Like right now, it's the point to complete stop pretty much. Now, every so many seconds, every 5 or so seconds, 5, maybe 10 seconds, it's going to start spinning again. And so that's a good rate. That's a good rate that you want it to be. And then after your cook is over, yeah, right there. That's exactly how it's supposed to work. That's how it should work. What is that? Now, after you're done your cooking, you time your stuff, and you cook. As you see, the little red thing is up. That allows you, that little stop allows you not to remove that handle. Under no circumstances can you remove that handle. And this is exactly how it's supposed to be, like this. And as it builds up the pressure, it'll start to go around or jiggle or spin around again. That's exactly how the pressure cooker to a science is supposed to work. That's one-on-one with pressure cooking to a science. Whether it's 45 minutes, an hour, or 10 minutes, or whatever. At the time that you can actually regulate and control your jiggler, that's when you need to start timing it. So that's good right there. And so we're going to take this off. I'm going to turn the fire off. Now we're going to do a crash course so you can pay attention to this little nozzle that I'm talking about. I will take it and remove it off the fire. And I will take it over here. And run cool water. Now, the jiggler just went down, but I know it's going to take longer than that because it's still got pressure on it. Now I can lean it like this and let some of the pressure off faster. And also, when you get ready to move the top, make sure that when you move the top, that you take the top and tilt the back part, the heel part of the pot to you. So if there's any pressure, it's going to spew out that way. But if you just move it like that, you may burn yourself in the face. So you take it, run the cold water on the top. Make sure that the power the pressure is released. The pressure, there's no more pressure. You can take this out, or you can lean and you hear no pressure pushing. It's all ready. The little nozzle has gone down, has dropped down. It's a little red dot. It's all the way down. Now, if it was still up, I wouldn't be able to press this in like this because that nozzle stops me from removing this handle. Now, turn this off, lean it, and tilt it this way when you're removing it, so any type of pressure will go that way rather than to you. And that's pretty much it. Now on my other video, it talks when it comes in. My other video comes in while I'm cooling the pressure cooker down. So I'm right at the point where you can pick up from the other video and it'll show you the finished product. So once again, Grill Master 983. If you like this tutorial, this short tutorial, and as well as a cook as well, so I was trying to share with you what was missing in the cyberspace. My first part 1, it went somewhere I have no idea. I do apologize for that, YouTubers. Please forgive me on that. I will get better at this. I'm kind of new at this, but I'm loving what I do. For those who like that, give a thumbs up to Grill Master 983, Paul Foster, and thanks for viewing.